Hey, Steve Zonardi here with Remax Reviews of North Realty. Happy Monday morning. Just a quick update on the market. Inventory's climbing. We're at 28,372 units, so up around 5 to 600 since last week because we were sub 27 or sub 28 rather, like 27,700 units. But still the sales are robust. 1,039 sales, which is great. So again, what we're seeing is definitely things are selling. It's just at a lower price. We'll give you an example. We sold one property now. We had it listed. And I love doing these like tail ends because it kind of gives you where the market is going and where it's heading, even though things are selling, just so it's like the caveat. Because what happens is you have clients sitting on the fence and they're like, we're going to wait another 6 months or we're going to wait another year, market's going to come back. But it's not. Again, guys, till 2030, just remember that, 2030, remember those numbers. So, for example, one of these properties we had on the market last year, listed it between, in let's say the high fives around there, and that's probably where it was. I mean, at that time, let's just say that. And then ultimately we started getting offers in at 520, 540, 550, refused by the client, too low, too low, too low. Take it off the market, even though you had offers around that 520, 530, 550 mark at some point. Take it off the market, go back on the market, probably 6 months later, so the market didn't get better, it got worse clearly, and now we sell it for, I think it was 520 exact. So if you kind of look at it, we had it, let's say at 550, I think Mike had it even more to be honest, but 550, so if you kind of look at that, what's the difference between 550 and 520? Let's just do a quick math here. It's 6%. So again, that's what we're saying, 6 to 8% per annum. We're going to be basically on a decline, and these numbers work exactly what we're saying. So from last year to this year, especially maybe 6 to 7 months, it's 6 to 8% just drop off like that, even though it's sold. So it's hilarious because the property gets on the market and it sells within a week, but it's 6 to 7% lower than what it was last year. So last year it took us 30 days to get offers in, but we had it 6 to 8% higher than what we sold it today in, let's say, a week. So, and that's just not the only listing that we've seen that happen to. There's another one we just went through in Bolton, Woodbridge. There's like a ton of these cases that we're seeing as a 6 to 8% drop off from last year, and this is going to continue on until 2030. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Obviously, I'm not going to regurgitate the same information where we always, telling clients what to do and what not to do. But it is definitely, product is moving right now. So if you do need to sell, you need to upsize, downsize, whatever your plans on doing, it's definitely a good time because things are moving. Just remember, once the school's out at the end of this month, you're going to have a slow period, that July. Obviously, the weather in Toronto it's a hit and miss, but we had some great weather, as I was told by family and friends, and it's been fantastic. Heat waves, and I think it got a little bit cooler on the weekend, but now I think it's back this week as well. But ultimately what that does is it motivates people not to do anything and enjoy the weather. So you'll see a lot of people doing less transaction going into the, let's say, July month into August, and then you'll start seeing that pick up in September. So probably a good idea if you are looking to get the market. Try to get as fast as possible to the market. Try to capitalize this June. But just remember, July is going to slow down tremendously, and then August, there's still a little bit of a pickup at the middle of August. And yeah, you'd probably want to be on the market just before the September months because that's obviously school, when the kids are going back to school. Then when they go back to school, we have that 2 to 3 week period of slowdown because obviously just families getting back into the routine of kids going back to school. So there's going to be some finite times to list and sell right now, and also buy. So buying, I usually buy in Toronto. Something always weird, always buy and sell in July for me. Maybe not sell, but usually close in July. So we usually sell April, and then we close in July around my birthday. But usually I do a lot of buying in July. Where everything that we do is in July. That's usually where I get my best deals. People are out on vacation, properties are lingering, and then we go there and snap them up and get great deals. But that's pretty much it, guys. Happy Monday morning. More great news. Obviously, the war in Iran got wrapped up over the weekend as well. There's a peace deal, which is going to be good for everybody, clearly, because the oil prices will come down. A little bit strict up in Canada. Obviously, you guys got a lot of carbon tax. So you're not going to see a huge impact on pricing. It'll be lower, which will be great. Hopefully, it takes down your inflation as well with food prices because of the energy prices, also fertilizer for farmers and their growing produce and all that. So hopefully we see some positive impact in Canada as well with this war being wrapped up, and give a new lifeline to the country as well. But that's pretty much it. Have a great day, guys.